Hey guys, this is Nick Fanatic here, and today I'm going to be talking about a very debatable topic. But first, I want to get into explaining what my Nickelodeon Changes series is. And basically, it's going to be thoughts I have what could be happening to Nickelodeon in the next few months and years or stuff going on. I kind of explained Rograt Theory, which I was kind of hoping maybe would be announced soon, but Rugrats is having a whole entire thing in itself. So that's basically could be a whole video in itself besides the episode. But the scheduling changes I also explained. And we could be seeing definitely dramatic scheduling changes in the next few months or years. But that's going to be a whole nother video. I'm going to dive into the live action animation schedules and more depth later on. But let's get into the topic of the video because guess what? You clicked on it and you're like, Dan Schneider leaving Nickelodeon? Yes, it could be true. Now, let me get into this explaining about Butch Hartman first because that's what drove me to this video. And basically, Butch announced in last month, not too long ago, and after being at Nick for 20 years, that he decided to leave Nickelodeon. And basically, I kind of support him, and I thought it was a good decision because all the shows are ending, and I guess Nick can't decide what to do with Fairly Odd Parents. Either cancel, end it, cancel, end, I don't know. But he left on his own terms, and basically, not much has come out of it yet, but he wants to carry on with other projects. Danny Phantom rumors have been swirling around. It's going to come back. If worse comes to worse, Butch could always get the rights back somehow. I know that happened to Doug, where they waited a few years and then the contract expired, and then basically they were able to take the show to Disney. But let's get into the topic of the video. Dan leaving Nickelodeon. Now, Dan has been with the network longer than Butch, about 24 years. Now, if you want to really consider 25, yeah, maybe. And maybe the first Kids' Choice Award as he co-hosted it. But he could be looking for changes. Now, he has worked on many outside shows, but those were the early days before all that. And he did like Big Fat Liar and can't think of the show right now. What is it? What I Like About You. And basically, he did those, but only What I Like About You was only a few seasons. And basically, I could see him leaving. And at this point, seeing how Game Shakers and Henry Danger are going, that there's no announcement yet. It could maybe be time for him to actually leave. Now, let me explain two options he has, maybe three, depending on how you want to look at it, if he decides to leave Nickelodeon. So the first option / second option would be his show's end, and Nick does not want to pick up another show from him, which I doubt would be the case. So mainly would be option two. He just leaves on his own terms. And I think him leaving on his own terms would be a good thing. He could broaden his horizon and go through different shows, different networks, and be able to explore other options. I would love to see him create a show for Disney Channel or ABC, Netflix, something he could do bigger and better. And, you know, he doesn't have to avoid all the words he wants to use or the references in his shows and iCarly and all that. I could see him definitely exploring his options. Now, the third option for him leaving Nickelodeon is a little unrealistic, but if you haven't been following Dan Snyder rumors, well, I don't know where you are, but in the past 6 months, it really has been picked up that Dan Snyder is a peephole, and that rumor has been going on for years and years, and within the recent acquisitions for Nickelodeon producers that have happened, I think that it is not really feasible option for him to leave that way, as I don't really believe it until I actually see that, one of his actors been treated badly. And from the videos of iCarly Victorious, I don't see that. And basically, I'm sure something would have happened. No one has really come out and said anything. And him leaving that way is just going to be a little hard to believe for me in that matter. And I know one Mikey19 also kind of believes that. And the videos that these people are making within the past few months have been just kind of a little crazy. I've seen on YouTube, but they have the rights to make the videos and everything, so I'm not going to bash that. But yeah, they are somewhat taking it too far, and all the jokes they're putting on him, wiggly legs or feet, and it's just kind of crazy. I don't really pay attention to it much, but I see it come up, and Dan could leave because of those reasons too, but it would be on his own terms, I think. And let's say Dan's like, you know what, I think I need to go to another network because of this, and the bad fans, but the percentage of the fans that really don't like him, and for that reason, is very low. The fans that don't like him are higher, but those are for the SETI credit people, and some of the writing that has happened in the past years. So I could see different variations of that leaving Nickelodeon, but I think it will come, and if it does come in with the next few months or something, I could see it happen. It would be a shock to everybody, but if Good Burger 2 does not get picked up and, things aren't looking good and talks and nothing's been announced, who knows what's going to happen. He could just leave and go to another network. And to be honest, I think he should leave Nickelodeon because he has done a lot for them, but also needs to expand and I think go to other networks and have some fun where he doesn't have creative controls over stuff he puts in the show. Like if you're on a kids network, you have more control. Fuller House, they're getting away with a lot of different things. So basically, I do think Dan could leave Nickelodeon in the near future. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. What are your thoughts? Could Dan leave Nickelodeon? Is he ever going to leave? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe. This has been Disney Nick Fanatic signing out.